So here we are going to discuss about dielectric thin film filters and diffraction gratings. So in a dielectric thin film filter, it is used to avoid the reflections which exist in the optical fibers. So a dielectric thin film filter, in short it is TFF, is used as an optical bandpass filter. So it is acting as a bandpass filter. So it can allow a particular narrow wavelength signal to pass straight through it and reflect all the others. Okay, so we see that the light is incident onto this material. These two are the reflecting facets of the dielectric thin film filter, and this cavity is termed as Fabry-Perot cavity, and the distance of separation between these two reflecting facets is d, and we see that the reflection is going to happen and the reflections are within the cavity, and we see that the transmitted waves will add in phase with the reflection which is happened in the Fabry-Perot cavity. So basis of this device is a Fabry-Perot filter, which is a cavity formed by two parallel highly reflective mirror surfaces, which we have seen in the diagram. It is also termed as etalon, and sometimes it is termed as thin film resonant cavity filter. So consider a light that is incident on the left surface of the etalon. So whenever the light passes through this particular cavity, it hits the inner surface on the right. So some of the light leaves the cavity and some part of the light gets reflected in the etalon. The amount of light that is reflected depends on the reflectivity of the surface, and it is given by R. So the amount of light that has to be reflected or that is reflected depends on the reflectivity of the surface. If the round trip distance between the two mirrors is an integral multiple of wavelengths lambda, then all the light at those wavelengths which pass through the right add in phase. So the light which passes through the right will add to the phase. This means that wavelengths which interfere constructively in the device output beam so that they add in intensity. So intensity of light with the different wavelengths get added by using this TFF. And these wavelengths are called resonant wavelengths of the cavity. And this etalon will reject all the other wavelengths. So the transmission of an ideal etalon in which there is no light absorption by the mirrors, so that is given by T, and where R is the reflectivity of the mirror and phi is the phase change of the light beam. And if there is no phase change, if we ignore any one of the any phase changes which occur, then the phase change for the wavelength lambda is given by this. Then where here in this equation we consider n is the refractive index of the dielectric material that forms a mirror, and d is the distance between the mirrors, and theta is the angle which is normal to the incoming light. Then diffraction grating. So diffraction grating is a device which separates the different wavelengths contained in the beam of light. So it is wavelength separator, and the device consists of a set of diffracting elements such as a narrow parallel slit or grooves separated by distance which is comparable to the wavelength of light. These diffractive elements can be either reflective or transmitting. So forming a reflection grating or a transmission grating. So this reflection grating are fine ruled or etched parallel lines and which are placed on some reflective surface. So with these gratings, light will bounce off the grating at an angle. So you see here the incident light with different wavelengths, and the light is incident on this reflection grating, and due to the reflection the light of different wavelengths are going to be propagated into each of the optical fibers separately. So the angle at which the light leaves the grating depends on the wavelength. So it is normally used in dense wavelength division multiplexing application, wherein the lines are spaced equally and each individual wavelength will be reflected at a slightly different angle. So you see here they are reflected with slightly different angle. This is having a different angle, this is having a different angle, this is having a different angle. So there can be a reception fiber at each of the positions. So we have two different fibers, emitting fiber and receiving fiber, or emission fiber or reception fiber, where the reflected light gets focused. Thus the individual wavelengths will be directed to separate fibers. So they are directed to different fibers. So the reflective diffraction grating works reciprocally. That is, if different wavelengths come into the device on the individual input fibers, all the wavelengths will be focused back into one fiber after traveling through the device. So once we see that the reflection happens, the light of different wavelengths are going to be reflected back with a different wavelengths at a different angle into the fibers. So one type of transmission grating is also known as space grating, whereas we see the periodic variation in the refractive index of the grating. And this is characterized by a parameter called as Q parameter. So this is Q is equal to 2 pi lambda d by Ng into delta square into cos alpha, where lambda is the wavelength and d is the thickness of the grating and Ng is the refractive index of the material, and it is the grating period, and alpha is the incident angle. The phase grating is called thin here if the Q parameter is less than 1 and thick if Q is greater than 10. So the wavelength channel passes through the grating. Each wavelength will emerge at slightly different angle which can be focused into a receiving fiber. So we saw that earlier. So once it reflects, the light of different wavelengths reflects, so it reflects in different directions with different angles into different optical fibers. So this is the reflection which happens, and this is how the light is incident onto this material. So this is the reflecting surface. So this is how the transmission grating is considered. We see that the light is incident. So here we see the incident light and forming an angle alpha, and with the distance of separation is d between the transmission grating in a fiber, and this is the duration of the transmission grating. And here we see that the light with the different wavelengths are separated. So we see that lambda 1, lambda 2 till lambda n. So these are the lights of different wavelengths and they get separated and they are entering these optical fibers. So this is how the wavelength is going to emerge at slightly different angle after it passes through the transmission grating. So this is the transmission grating, and this transmission grating will make the light of wavelengths reflecting with a different angle into the optical fiber. So this is how the diffraction grating, which is a transmission grating, works in an optical fiber.